So, guys, that whole corny phrase that I deemed for myself, saying that my wisdom is not linear. Ooh, you know what I mean? You gotta like somebody who can make fun of themselves too. Real talk. Um, so this is kind of an offshoot of my last audio, familiarity isn't familiarity, because it's like I told you guys, most people are just adult pathological children. You know, they really are. And children don't like to get put in the corner by adults. You could be 40 years old, but that one 40-year-old is a child, and you had a 40-year-old who's an adult. Age ain't nothing but a number, for real, for real. But anyway, so when you're dealing with people who have mental laziness, who want to think you just like them, and who get mad at you because you're not like them, and then they're like, now they got to do the work to figure out who you are. Well, it's like, why can't you just be comfortable in your own skin? Joseph Chaplin talked about this, but I'm not gonna get into that. He was just talking about, about how we can't, like, this system is corrupted because it's like people are just vampires. You always got to be sucking off somebody else's energy instead of having your own. um but just to end this, when you're dealing with people with mental laziness, hold on, guys. Okay, yeah, I can go ahead and end this real quick. So when you're dealing with people like this that have mental laziness and can't hold on to their own energy, you got to be sucked. That's what I deem high maintenance. Now, it's crazy because it's the whole thing with my wisdom is not linear. It's always an opposite side that you have to look at to what you're saying. That's what half truths really mean to me. Hermetic text. I'm telling you, there's always some kind of polar opposite. Now, people would say I'm high maintenance. Go figure. They will say I'm high maintenance when they're around me because of the things I do. But if you held on to your own energy, I wouldn't be high maintenance. I would just be me. You like, well, you do you. Like they say, you do you. And it's crazy because the people who be saying that and do not do them. You ever notice that the people who say you do you and I do, they don't be doing themselves. But oh my God, yeah. Do y'all see why I don't deal with people? They hypocritical. They contradict themselves. All kind of. You listen. If you're about being around people, you're gonna go insane eventually because of the cognitive dissonance that people put you in. It's their own mental torture chamber that you end up getting caught up in. But just to end it, guys, this audio is that people would say somebody like me is high maintenance. But let me explain to you guys what high maintenance is to me. High maintenance is when you're around somebody that you got to bend over backwards to make feel comfortable. So I've been hearing this thing about you shrunk yourself to make them feel comfortable. That's a high maintenance situation for me because I gotta adjust myself to make somebody else feel comfortable. That's a high maintenance person to me. But that's not what they will call high. They will say I'm high maintenance. Go figure. But I got my own energy, and I'm not trying to leech off you. I'm not trying to put you in my mental torture chamber. But you do, well, knowingly or unknowingly, you're doing that to me. That's the person that's high maintenance. The person who you got to shrink yourself to make feel comfortable. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. But they will say I'm high maintenance. Go figure.